to do. So if you wanna get some tea, come and have a talk with me. Here is where it's gonna be. It's talking tea with me.
Yes, we are back. We are back. You are still locked into Talking Tea on a Thursday. Thank you guys for staying tuned. As I said, we got a two-parter today. We got another guest here, and she is an incredible artist. As I said, I'm bringing you artists every time, so you don't want to miss out. So she's an amazing female artist. Where are you from in London?
So I'm currently based in Wood Green, but yeah, I grew up in Chichester, which is like between Portsmouth and Brighton.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I'm from Portsmouth.
Really? Oh my god!
See, you learn new things every day. And her name is Amethyst.
Hi.
Welcome to Talking Tea.
Thanks for having me.
It's so nice to meet you.
It's so lovely to meet you.
If you can't, I mean, we're gonna have this recorded, but you need to see her outfit because she looks insane. She's giving me purple. Is this, what material is this?
Oh, I don't know yet. It's a little, I don't know, felt, like fluffy vibe going on. You know.
She's giving purple felt.
Yeah.
Which is something that you would not really expect, but I love it. You look amazing. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
How's your Thursday been?
It's been good. Working. Bit of a struggle with these tube strikes, but you know, it is what it is. But it's good. I'm glad to be here. I'm excited.
I'm so glad for you to be here. And I'm glad you made it okay.
Yeah,
because it's been a struggle for everyone. And I'm like, is she going to make it here all right? But she got here okay.
We got here.
So before we start, let's do a cheers. Talking tea with the tea, because you know I'm getting all the tea from my guests. So let's start with you, Amethyst. Let's go back to when you were a young babe. How did you get into music, or where did it all start?
Oh god. Okay, I feel like, I mean, music's always been in my household when I was younger. My parents actually used to listen to a lot of classical music, so that's like how I got into it. I used to play violin and piano, but I'd always be singing along to like Disney music, and you know, thinking I was amazing.
I'm sure you were good.
I don't know. But yeah, I always knew I wanted to sing, but singing wasn't actually something I started doing until I was like 16. So I did music, but didn't really know like exactly what I wanted to do. And then I started having singing lessons when I was 16, and my teacher told me about my uni that I went to called ACM in Guildford.
Okay.
Went there, and then the rest is history. I met like musicians that I work with now and that I write with, and yeah, it kind of progressed from that, really.
Amazing. So is that a specific music uni?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So it's the Academy of Contemporary Music. So yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, you guys are like you're real musicians, taking your craft seriously, going to music universities, like
yeah.
I love that. No. Was your experience good? Because Aura was saying that she was like,
I mean, no shade, but I loved my first year. Like, that was amazing. The people I met, the tutors were incredible. I think like what Aura is saying, it's more what you learn isn't exactly what you're hoping to actually get out of it.
Yeah. You want more than what you actually get.
Yeah, but I think it's more about the connections and the networking, which is definitely what, you know, I got and helped me carry on doing music now. So I can't complain.
Okay, so it's giving you the skills.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so when did you kind of start writing and actually making your music? Was your time when you were there?
Yeah. So I think it wasn't until my like second year there that I met this guy, Ted, who I still write with now. And we just, started like doing little sessions together after class. And, you know, we wrote a bunch of songs, which like, I've never released, but that was kind of like just how I started getting.
Released them?
No, I mean, that was young Amethyst. That was back in the day. I like, you know,
changed.
Yeah, I was still getting to know like my sound and like what I wanted to do. But yeah, that was when it all kind of like really started, and I knew that I wanted to write my music.
Okay, that's amazing. And how would you describe your music if you could sum it up?
I'd probably say it's like R&B, soul, but with like a hint of jazz as well. Like a lot of people say my voice is quite jazzy.
Your voice is.
Yeah.
You're going to hear it soon. Definitely giving me the jazzy vibes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. And who would you say were your inspirations?
Oh gosh, I got quite a few. I feel like I mean, on the jazz side, like Ella Fitzgerald is a massive inspiration for me.
Amazing.
Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, like the old school kind of people that I'd listened to growing up. James Brown, like I love like funk music. But I think like now is people like Snow Allegra, Cleo Sol.
Yes. I love her.
Oh my God.
She's so underrated as well.
Honestly.
So underrated.
I need that girl to do a live show because it's actually
Yes.
it's stressing me out. But
Cleo, if you're listening,
Yeah.
which I know you are, where's the live show at? We're ready to give you our money and come see you perform.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I think those are like my main kind of like inspirations now that like if I'm going to write a song, I'll kind of
Okay.
Yeah,
I kind of get that vibe actually from you. Yeah. I really love your music, and I'm being completely honest. I was like, oh, she's beautiful. She's got the whole package. You know when you just look at someone, you're just like, you're an artist.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, maybe it sounds like I said it for everyone, but I actually don't. I actually don't, and I actually mean it. And it's the same thing with Aura. Like with you, you have obviously the whole purple theme.
Yeah.
And I'm interested. Like, where did this come from? Like, where do people get these ideas from?
So for me, it was my stage name. So my stage name is Amethyst, which is from my birthstone is an amethyst.
Okay.
And because it's purple, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna take that theme and roll with it. And like again, like Ori, kind of just having something that makes you stand out. It's difficult because trying to find clothing that is purple.
Yeah, purple must be actually quite hard.
Yeah.
Probably way more than orange.
Yeah, it's hard. But I mean, I guess it's a good thing because it's like, okay, at least it's going to help me stand out. Like, not many people are wearing purple.
It's unique. And it really does work. So I think even without knowing that from you two, I was like, I feel the purple, but I feel the orange. And when I think of you, I mean, even though obviously Amethyst is purple, but like, I'm just like,
yeah.
So it just makes me think, okay, that's her. That's who she is.
That's what we want.
Amazing. So obviously you have a new song.
Yes.
When did this drop?
10th of February. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so not too long ago.
Okay, and it is called Get Comfortable.
Yes.
So describe the song to me. How would you describe it?
So I would say, I mean, the intentions of this song, I guess, were that it's kind of intended for people who might be with someone in a relationship that's, been going on for quite a while, and they've kind of like lost that flame, that connection, and they're not really communicating with one another. And yeah, it's just about them kind of like sitting down and having that conversation and actually realizing, we do still love each other. We do want to make this work, and kind of like reconnecting as the song goes on.
Nice. Okay. And what kind of genre is it?
I'd say this one is quite different to my other tracks, as in I think it's more soulful, like more soul based than the others, which are maybe a bit more R&B, because it's got like a lot of like live instrumentation stuff in this. But yeah, I think it's proper soul music.
I really love it. So I think let's get into it and play it. So Amethyst, introduce your brand new single.
This is Get Comfortable.
Get comfortable, guys, and listen to Get Comfortable. Yes, that was Get Comfortable by Amethyst. I love that. So you can stream it everywhere. It's out everywhere.
Yeah, go.
Make sure you go and check her out because she's sick. So when would you say you started actually releasing music?
Literally only started releasing October just gone, like 2021.
You're lying. You're lying. What?
I know. I think it's because it took me so long, like I was saying, to kind of like realize what direction I wanted to go in. And, like, wanting to make sure that like the first song I released was something I was so proud of. And yeah, it just, I'm glad that I did it when I did, because I think if I'd released earlier, I probably would have been like, I just don't like those songs anymore, and that's not the right time. But
yeah. Okay, that is so interesting. So literally, that was, how long ago was October? Like 5 months ago?
6 months.
Wow. Yeah. But you had been doing music for so long and just waiting. I feel like that's good, because sometimes you can rush it, especially when you're younger.
Exactly.
You can just be like, oh, let me just record something, put it out. I mean, I know I look back at stuff I put out before and I'm like, oh my God, cringe.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh. So it's nice that now you're more established. Like,
exactly.
You're like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
And do you think you put out just singles so far?
Yes.
So what single is, how many have you put out?
So this is my third single.
Your third single. Okay, so you've been doing your thing, like from October.
Yeah.
Not waiting around. I love that though. You're like, this is the time.
Yeah.
But when did Amethyst come about? When did you create that kind of persona?
So Amethyst, I think, was literally just before I went to uni. I was like, Originally, I wanted to be AME because that's my initial.
AME. But there's an AME, right?
Yeah, there is an AME. And I was like, oh, girl, this is my name, whatever. But yeah, and then when I started uni, I was like, I need to think of something. And I then knew that I started wanting to make my own music. And yeah, I kind of started Amethyst as soon as I started uni, really. Even though I wasn't releasing my own music, I knew that like when that time came, that's who I wanted to be.
That's good. So were you just kind of posting on social media as that, or was it just in your head like I'm Amethyst?
Yeah, it was in my head for a while. I did kind of like, I had like 2 accounts and was like, oh, I'll have my music account when that time's ready, and like it just, you know, it kind of wasn't working. But I was like, I know when I do release music it will be Amethyst, like it has to be. So yeah, I just kind of always kept that in the back of my head.
That's good. So you just had a plan. You were like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build up. That's really good, because I feel like at a young age you don't really have that like guidance. You're just kind of like, I don't know, whatever happens. But it seems like you were always like focused on where you were going.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was like, I know what direction I want to go in. It's just like, how do I get there? Like, and want to make sure that what I put out is really me as well.
Yeah. So are you signed right now? You're unsigned?
No,
okay.
Independent
woman.
Yeah.
Is that what you plan on staying? Like you just want to stay unsigned and do your own thing?
I think, you know, I'd love to be signed one day. I think it's not like the goal super soon, because I feel like maybe more for me is like having management or like a publishing deal, something like that. I think would be more beneficial right now. And yeah, kind of take my time and just like feel it out. I don't want to like rush into things. And I feel like what I'm already doing by myself is good and like I'm happy with it. So just kind of keep that going. Really. Yeah.
I think it's so important as well to be able to do stuff for yourself and not have to just rely on people.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't need a label or manager, I mean, management maybe it will come, but you've been doing this for 5 months.
Exactly.
And it seems like you're doing a good enough job as it is.
Yeah.
So I would not know that you've been doing this for 5 months. Like, no way. I thought you were like an established artist who's been doing her thing for ages.
Thank you. That means a lot though.
Have you been like performing live, anything like that?
Yeah, so I did a little show a few weeks ago just with a couple of my tracks, but I've got a show on Monday coming up at the Ned, which is exciting.
Exciting.
And
nice.
The 15th of March, I've got my debut EP.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. You have an EP?
I do. Yeah.
Guys, she didn't tell me. I didn't know. She got a whole EP. Okay. Wow. So you really were like, I'm not wasting no time. I started 5 months ago and I've got an EP.
Yeah. I was like, I wanted to kind of build it up as much as possible. So I had like enough stuff ready to go rather than releasing one thing and then not releasing for like, I don't know, 6 months or something.
Smart. She got brains. She's smart. Okay. So tell me a bit about the EP then.
So I think like all the songs that are on there kind of like represent a time in my life, but I think what a lot of people have also probably been through is all about like love and seeing it from different angles. So you've got like, you know, meeting someone for the first time, that kind of connection when you first meet someone and falling in love, and then the heartbreak, and then kind of trying to work out what love is by yourself as well. So it takes you on a real journey, I think. And like I say, I think people hopefully will have kind of experienced some of the things that I'm singing about as well. So
nice. Yeah. And how many tracks?
There's 4 tracks.
There's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we have any names of them other than, I'm guessing, Get Comfortable?
Get Comfortable, yeah. And then there's going to be the 2 tracks that I've already released that are on there. And then there's another one. Another exclusive. Another one,
okay. Yeah. Is that going to be a single before, or are you just going to drop that like as a...
Just going to drop with the EP.
Okay, so you need to listen to the EP to get that song.
Exactly.
Okay, so is it going to be just like an amalgamation of a lot of the genres that you do, or is it going to be more focused one way? Like, is it going to be more strictly soul or more strictly kind of jazz?
I think it's an amalgamation. I think it's like a kind of introduction to me, like who I am and what my sound is. Like the song that is on the EP that's not been released yet, like that one I think is really going to shock people because it's a very more like alternative sound to what I normally do.
Alternative how?
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's more like alternative R&B. So like, for example, the influence for that song specifically was like Sampha.
Okay.
Yeah, like a very different sound.
Nice.
So not so, like it is soulful, but it's a bit more like, I guess, kind of towards that, like, I wouldn't say pop, but that kind of direction a little bit. Yeah.
I'm so excited for that. I am so excited. So it drops on the 15th or?
Yeah, so it drops on the 15th and then the gig the same day. So
oh, wow. Okay, where is the EP launch?
It's at Paper Dress Vintage in Hackney.
Okay.
Yeah.
So guys, if you're free,
get those tickets.
make sure to go down and check it out. What time does it start?
It starts at 7:30 and I've got some amazing support acts as well.
Oh, I'm going to try and come.
Please, yeah.
Definitely. 15th. What day is that?
Tuesday.
A Tuesday.
Yeah.
And no one does anything on Tuesday evening. So make sure you go down to Hackney, get some music, get some vibes. I will definitely be there. So I want to play another song. So is this song on the EP?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to play your song Up All Night. So how would you describe this song?
This song is kind of more the bitter side of love.
Oh,
so yeah,
we've all been there.
Yeah, it's about
We've all been bitter sometimes.
when you're finding out that the person you're with is cheating on you.
Oh, damn.
And it's kind of about, I think a lot of people go through that situation, and if you really love someone, you've been with them for a long time, you're always hoping that person's going to change. And yeah, it's just about kind of finding yourself and realizing, you know what, I don't need to do this anymore. Like,
realizing they're trash.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
They are trash.
We've all been there. We've all been there. Okay, so let's get into it. This is Up All Night by the amazing Amethyst. That was Up All Night by Amethyst. I really, really, really love that.
Thank you.
It's a vibe.
Thank
I
you.
like your vocals are just insane.
Thank you.
So when did you write that track?
So that was only written, I want to say like either end of 2020 or beginning of 2021, with my flatmate who I met at uni. And yeah, it was actually written as a brief that we'd got at uni for another artist. I just sat down and kind of like produced like a really rough demo of it, and I sent it to her, and I was like, can you like add some production? And yeah, she sent me back like the rough mix, and I was like, nah, we've got to keep this. Like, I love it. This is
mine.
Yeah. I'm not getting with anyone else. So yeah, I ended up keeping it.
No, I really love it. And I think, as you said, like I can really see the difference in kind of like in styles. So
yeah.
I'm loving it. So obviously this is going to be on the EP, your first ever EP, debut EP. How do you actually feel to know you're really releasing finally an EP, a body of work? Because not a lot of people, even like established artists, don't actually do that anymore.
Yeah, it's so surreal. Like it doesn't feel real. I think because most of the songs have already been released, so like people have heard them, so it's, you know, only one more track, so you've got to hope that people stay connected and really do listen to it as a body of work, because I think that's when it makes most sense together as well. But yeah, it's crazy, like to think that before COVID, or just when COVID started, I was still very unsure about what I wanted to do and if I was going to release music and what I wanted to release, and now like nearly 2 years later, stuff's coming out.
Here you are.
It's mad. Yeah, it's mad.
Well, no, you got to give yourself props, because it's hard out there. It's hard to be an artist and to actually like put things out. So you've done so much in such a small space of time. So I'm so excited for what you're going to do for the rest of the year.
Oh, thank you.
Do you have kind of set goals for the rest of the year, for 2022?
I'd love to do like some festivals, I think. Would be really nice over the summer. And yeah, keep releasing music. I've got more music's coming, it's on the way. So yeah, I just want to like, you know, keep it going and keep like bettering my skills and, you know, my craft, and yeah, just like keep putting out music that I love and is about me, really. Yeah.
Okay. And obviously more live shows.
Yeah.
I think it's great that they're already kind of gigging. I feel like especially when artists maybe first start, they don't really like gig often or kind of get themselves out there. So I love that you're already doing that. Yeah. So when you say you do like acoustic sets, do you play your own stuff?
So I have a band that play with me. So we'll do like, so for example, like the gig on the 15th is going to be to like tracks. So it'll be like, you know, the proper thing. Whereas like on Monday, it will just be drums, keys and bass, so it'll just be way more chilled. We'll kind of change up the vibe of the song, which I think is quite nice because people get to hear it in like a different light and can like sit and really take in the lyrics and the music. And I quite enjoy doing that as well. So yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I really love those stripped back ones. I feel like sometimes you can just give more, like, as an artist, like, give your vocals and kind of bear yourself a little bit more.
Definitely.
That's really nice. So you said this Monday coming is this kind of like a gig with other musicians, or it's just your solo?
Yeah, no, so there's other musicians. I think there's 4 of us. And yeah, it's this like cool kind of music night thing that they put on at the Ned, and there's, you know, cocktails and food. It's very fancy, so it should be really exciting. There's this amazing stage, so yeah, it should be really fun. I think we're on at 10 o'clock if anyone wants to.
If anyone is free, make sure you check it out. Definitely. I really love that. So what would you say are your kind of future goals as an artist? Like, where do you see yourself in a couple of years?
I think obviously, like I say, like I'd love to, I think, you know, being signed is definitely up there, like within the next few years, like no mad rush. But yeah, I think that's kind of my main goal. You know, I'd love to, you know, be writing with other artists as well that I kind of look up to. It would be amazing to kind of like be in that room and producing more music. And obviously, you know, gonna dream big, winning awards, all of that.
Yes.
Like,
you gotta dream big.
Exactly. But yeah, I think like just kind of working my way up and like just building like a real kind of catalogue of my own music, and like just having so much that I can eventually release, and people keep on getting to know me as a person.
Getting to know Amethyst.
Yeah.
And do you have any kind of like dream collaborations of people that you want to work with?
Oh, gosh, there's a lot.
Give me maybe like 3, your top 3.
Top 3. I would love to work with Quincy Jones. I think that'd be incredible. I love him.
That would be insane.
Who else? Because you know, you feel like there's so many, and then you're like, oh my gosh, they're all not in my head anymore. I feel like Cleo Soul, but especially like her husband Inflo, the producer, I would love to work with him. I love like his sound. Their sound is incredible. And like I know he did a lot of stuff with Adele, which was amazing. I think this is probably very different, but I would love to sing one day with like Lionel Richie.
Really?
Very random, but like I love that man so much.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I think that's like something I'd love to do in like, you know, years away, but just to kind of do a duet with him or write like a song with him. I would love to do that. Yeah.
No, I don't think there's anything to be like, that's not random. I think he's a sick artist. He is an amazing songwriter. And so I get it. And his voice is incredible. So I could definitely see that. Okay. So we're going to manifest that for Amethyst. In the future, she's going to collaborate with all of the artists that she mentioned. Okay. So I want to play another song, which is off the EP as well. I believe it's called Can't Let Go. So tell me a little bit about this one.
So this track is about that kind of, it's that moment when you're starting to fall in love with someone, but I actually wrote it from the perspective of like, you know that someone is so attracted to you and wants you, and you kind of like thrive off that feeling, like, you know, kind of the cockiness, the arrogant like vibe to it, but not, you know, not too much. Just knowing that, you know, I am enough, I am worthy of like having somebody, and like I'm a goddess.
Right? I'm a goddess. I love that. I just feel like enough people kind of big themselves up.
Exactly. I kind of wanted to write it just to make other people, you know, women feel confident about themselves and go like, I am enough, like I am worthy, and you know, feel confident in that situation, whether it be like in the bedroom or whether it just be walking down the street, like just have their head held high and feel good about themselves, really.
Okay, it's an anthem. So this is Can't Let Go by Amethyst. Yes, that was Can't Let Go from Amethyst, from her new EP coming out 15th of March. So if you want to hear all the songs that I've played plus one more hidden song, then make sure to get it. It's going to be available everywhere, right?
Yes.
All streaming services. So today, as you know, it is talk and tea. So we got our tea. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. So, you know, we always have a talk of the day, which is a specific kind of topic, something that has been either stressing me out or making me happy, or, you know, something I feel like we just need to debate.
Yeah.
So today's talk is because you might have seen a little documentary on Netflix. It's called Genius it's featuring Kanye West. So I've watched about almost one episode. I'm a little behind, guys, okay? It's because I was binging Inventing Anna.
Oh, I need to start that.
Yeah. So I was like, this was taking priority over that. But it really just got me thinking. Obviously, Kanye has been everywhere recently. He's been on all the blogs, all the gossip sites. Obviously, has he released Donda 2? I think it's releasing.
I think it's coming soon, yeah.
Did you like Donda? Did you listen to it?
Kanye is going to be my favourite Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
I feel like I liked about 2 songs off the whole album, and the rest of it, I was like, this is very boring.
I will agree with that.
So he's doing all these antics, and before I knew he had this documentary coming out, I was a bit like, what is going on, Kanye? Like, he's doing the whole thing with Kim, and I feel like he's just really just doing a lot. And it's like, okay, you've got a family, you've got kids, and you're putting your whole life on social media. Like, I don't need to know about your and Kim's like in and outs of your life. Like, sharing text messages.
Yep.
I think it's just insane.
That's a lot.
But then I learned, obviously, he's got the documentary coming out. I'm thinking, okay, he's just doing this for publicity.
Exactly.
But what do you think of what he's doing? Do you think, as a whole, of Kanye West, do you think he is a musical genius, or do you think he's just going too far now and he's basically just like a troll?
I mean,
I feel like he's trolling me at this point.
Yeah, I think he is a genius, you know, musically, creatively. The man knows what he's doing at the end of the day. Like,
he does.
He's a little bit crazy, but like you were saying earlier, I think anybody that is an icon in kind of what they're doing there's got to be a bit crazy.
They're a little bit crazy, yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, he's constantly doing something different. He's never going to kind of stay in what's current, and I respect him for that. But yeah, I think it is a lot of just trying to get attention, I think, and building it up for his new album. Like, yeah. I think he knows what he's doing. I think the man is so clever. Like, he really does know what he's doing.
He's so smart.
Yeah.
He really is. And I think from watching Genius, from what I've watched, you know what? It just made me miss the way that he was, because he was just so smart and he's like a musical prodigy. Like, he really was. And seeing him with his mom doing his raps, I was like, yeah. And I do feel like, obviously, when she passed, that had a huge effect on him. 100%. Everyone says like that's kind of where he started going like a bit crazy.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, at this point, he's really just trolling us all. And I feel like it's taking away from how talented he is.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's just doing him a disservice, because it's like, you are so talented, you don't need to do all that. Either way, people are going to watch your documentary. They're going to listen to your album. Like,
exactly.
I just don't get it.
But then, you know, it could be one of those like Miley Cyrus moments where that craziness happens, and then they come back and it's like, whoa, okay.
What, you think he's going to come back and be like normal?
Yeah, maybe give it a year. Who knows?
Give it a year.
But yeah, I don't know. You just never know what to expect with that man. Like, every day is something different.
It's something else.
Yeah.
I guess, did you see he just, I guess, was it a music video or something where he had an image of Pete Davidson?
Stop.
Like, I guess, like I don't know if it's like a puppet of him or something.
Oh my gosh.
And he like buried him or something in his video. But I'm like, you're actually bullying this man.
Yeah.
Like, you're really bullying him.
Yeah. It is a lot. Like, and he's really out here, you know, with a new girl every week.
Exactly.
So
it is crazy. I mean, do you think he is literally just trying to stay relevant and stay in the public, and this is the only way he thinks he can do it?
Yeah, I do think that's part of it. I think also, you know, being part of the Kardashian family for so long, and like, I think they're very much, there's always, you know, they want to do what they can to be in the public eye, and I think that's probably just kind of like rubbed off on him as well. Like, he wants to stay current, but also he's got nothing to lose. So I just think maybe he's thinking, I can just do whatever I want now, and it doesn't matter. And people are going to be talking about this for years and years and years. Like, you know,
we're really going to be talking about it forever.
Exactly.
But I just want old Kanye. I want his old music.
Yeah.
Like, what is your favorite Kanye album?
Oh, it's so difficult. I mean, College Dropout obviously is amazing. But I think for me, when I really connected with Kanye and kind of became more aware of him was Watch the Throne with him and Jay-Z.
Really?
Because I'm a big Jay-Z fan. So like I kind of knew about Jay-Z before I properly knew about Kanye. So that's how I really found him. And I love that album so much. But like Life of Pablo as well. I do love that album. So, but yeah, I think Watch the Throne for me is like an album I could listen to like until I died. Like I would never get sick of it.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
That's your number one.
Yeah.
I think mine is either College Dropout, or what's the one he did after College Dropout?
Was it Jesus Walks? No.
Yeah, College Dropout. It's not Graduate. Was it Graduation? No, I feel like there's one before Graduation.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Whatever the second one is, that's, I think, my favourite. And I can't remember what it's called. So is it even my favourite?
Is it really my favourite?
Is it really? I feel maybe it's just College Dropout, because I think when I was watching Genius and watching him create those songs, I was like, I knew every word of like the ones he was and I was like, yeah, because I used to play that on repeat.
Yeah. It was so interesting as well, like seeing that process, because like I'd only listened to that kind of after listening to like Watch the Throne and that. So to then see his struggle to like get to that place was so interesting. And like just kind of like anyone can do it if you believe in yourself and you've got the determination. You'll do it. You'll make it.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was inspiring for especially a lot of young, well, not even just musicians, just young people, just to see someone be that young, starting out. Yeah. And he was so someone like Kanye West getting rejected. He's getting like no's.
It's crazy.
They're like, oh, no, you're just a producer. Yeah. Like, and now look at it.
It's actually mad. It's so mad.
Yeah, no, it really, I feel like if anything, that documentary did make me maybe understand, well, not understand him, because I'll never understand him, but just get where he came from and really like appreciate his hustle and his determination. Yeah. You just can't give up. Like no matter how many times you get a no, I know everyone says it all the time that okay, you get no's, but you gotta keep going. But it's hard.
Exactly.
It's so hard to keep going when you're getting them so much.
Yeah.
So.
And it must have been crazy for him as well, like working with, you know, producing on people like Jay-Z's album, and then still to be told, but
you're not good. You're
never gonna be a rapper.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like I feel like that could still happen now, but probably not as much as it did for him like back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wouldn't give up, and I really respect that.
Yeah. We gotta respect it.
Yeah.
So really, overall, genius or troll? We're gonna say genius, right?
Yeah.
I mean, right now he really is trolling the life out of us on social media, and he needs to stop. I'm sick of opening my phone and seeing so many things about him. Kanye, put the phone down. Put it down. I'm done with it. But you are a musical genius, so you've given us a lot of good music over the last 15 years. 100%. So we'll appreciate that, I guess. So Amethyst, it's been so lovely having you and meeting you and listening to your amazing voice and showcasing your talents. I think you're just so talented. So obviously you've got your EP coming out. You've got more and more shows, more and more music. I feel like you're just going to be so busy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it really is booked and busy. Like there's no stopping. But you know, I'd rather that and be doing what I love than just sitting, kind of not doing anything. So I can't.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So as you know, this is Talking Tea. So I have to get a little bit of tea before you leave. What is some tea you can give me? Anything. It can be anything you want. I
mean, there might be a little music video. That's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm not even, I want to push you, but I'm like, no, I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
She's got a music video maybe coming.
Maybe.
It could be, she could be trolling me right now. There's nothing coming. Okay, I'm gonna stay tuned for that, definitely. Yeah. So what is your socials and everything? Is it just Amethyst?
So it's Amethyst Music, like AMETHYST, because I know people were spelling it wrong.
Everyone's like Amethyst.
Yeah, just search it on Google, like Crystal, February Crystal, you'll find me. But yeah, Amethyst Music on everything. Yeah.
On everything. Okay. And she's got videos, she's got EPs, she's got it all. So make sure you follow her, stream all her music, and keep tuned for the EP and the video. Thank you so much for coming. So and thank you everyone for tuning in to Talking Tea with Yeye, everyone who is listening. I have been Yeye on this beautiful Thursday. Stay safe, everyone. This has been Talking Tea. We out.